straight up in the outfield on this very cloudy and cold night in Cincinnati. The 1-1 breaking pitch is backhanded by McLean. He sets and throws, and Peterson is retired. So one gone here in the top half of the second. Adolis Garcia coming up. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on the radio network.
Your home of Texas Rangers baseball. KRLD-FM and HD1 Dallas-Fort Worth. We are 105.3 The Fan.
All right, here's Adolis now as he takes a pitch down and in. 4-1. Adolis 4 for 12 with a couple of home runs. Those 2 home runs coming in the last 2 ball games. 1-0 pitch misses. That'll make it 2 balls and no strikes. Singer not giving us time to say much of anything. Comes home with a 2-0. And he pumps it right down the middle for a strike to make it 2-1. Adolis 4 for 6 in these last 2 games at home against Boston. And all 4 hits from extra bases. The 2 home runs plus the 2 doubles a couple of days ago. And his 4 runs batted in. Here comes the 2-1. Swinging a drive down the left field line. This is a fair ball. Rattles around in the corner. Lux is up with it. He fires it in towards second. That throw is way offline. Yet another extra base hit for Adolis Garcia. A smash of a double into the left field corner. I'll tell you what. Doesn't matter what the count is.
You're on mute, by the way.
2 home runs that he hit in the last 2 days. Both games with 2 strikes. Good to count. I'd say he's hot, but really...
Dipshit. I can hear you talking. Oh, you must be talking to your girlfriend.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Another run here with Benson. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
He's got this downfield to McBride. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. They've got a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle they go. Cherry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Cowboys are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Back to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain. 2nd down and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Cherry, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. We both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A give up the middle with Benson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Davis now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. David. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
What?
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Another fucking home run? Jesus fucking Christ. Y'all got to take him out of there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake. Davis. That one out wide and intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Benson. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Benson.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd and goal, Davis buying time to his left.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start these drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Cherry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. They're going to look to throw.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Cherry. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Milton Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st down, Cherry looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry, and down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, able to avoid him. And this
This will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jonathan Mingo, as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Off-play action. Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry shedding the tackle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Cowboys have opened the lead up to 30. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on third down, Davis. That is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Trey McBride, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert there to make the grab. And the Cowboys just continue to roll. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Beating the shit out of this dude, bro.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them with the turnovers, they've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game
45-7 right now.
All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Out of the gun now on third down. Wilson snags it left side. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, pick it
Pass
off.
caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run over center with Benson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Davis now from the gun on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Off the play fake. Davis. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On the handoff, Benson running right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Davis. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here's Davis throwing on 4th down.
Got a man. It's McBride complete.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
A give left side for Benson.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
One more time with Benson.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. We have played 3 quarters.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Back to throw. Davis. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, fourth quarter, you're going. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Cherry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Outright, he finds Tolbert. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll drop to throw.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Open man here is Benson. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your reset. Here's 3rd and 9. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Davis now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Cherry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Aubrey now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Throwing again on 2nd down. Davis, a short throw to Ingram. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Davis. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I